So Jen versus Chapters in the quarterfinals of Belirious Bingo Brawlers. Let's just check to make sure there's no new rules. So we got, if you haven't completed an event within 30, if you complete an event and haven't ticked it within 30 seconds, then you obviously have to redo the square. No get a hearthstone of any sorts and start unmounted. They are the new rules that I've added since you guys have played, I think. So, right, what we're going to do is get the Bingo Brawlers started. So I'm going to do DBM pool timer of 180. In that time, you can click reveal the board. Make sure you deafen first on Discord. Reveal the board, and then obviously make your plan within the 3 minutes. Only after the 3 minutes have gone, you can then start mounting and go and do them. So 3, 2, 1. Mute yourselves on Discord and begin. Good luck. So let's just check to make sure they've muted. They both muted. Fantastic. So looking at this board, it's just me for now until Warriors gets back. But let's having a look at this board here. Center square, nice and simple. We've got their Killer Horde in their town, in their own city or town. Quite a good one there. We've also got Killer Horde and Sit on them. So that's like a double square. You can almost get both of them done in one go. You've got Killer Stealthed Animal. So stealthed is stealth, not invisible. So the warp things outside of Shatrath doesn't actually count. Killer Shredder and Grenzo. Wrench Whistle, that's over in Stone Talon Mountains. Kill Barrack, Kodo Bane, Bessalith, and Brewmaster Drone. That's mostly in the Barrens. In fact, no, actually, I think they're all in the Barrens. Open a lock chest, new key. You can easily do that over in Shadow Moon Valley. Killer Boss in Stockade, Slayer Frost Saber, and Scared Ghost. I'm pretty sure Winter Spring has both of them. Receive Reputation with Kurenai. That's quite a popular one these days. Pick up each coloured crystal in Ongoro Crater. So red, blue, yellow, and green. Chicken at any homing robot. Stand on top of it when doing so. That is the new square that's recently been added. Pat a core hound and then kill it. Fry at a beaten corpse and kill Baron Longshore. So that beaten corpse is Mancrick's wife. And then Baron Longshore being across Barons there. So I do think both players will actually end up over in the Barons at some point or another. Kill a parrot. Oh, I missed some there. Slayer, Hydra, Kodo, and Dark Iron Dwarf. So Hydra being Zangarmarsh, Kodo, Barons, Dark Iron Dwarf, again, Blasted Lands, receive a buff, hug, and kiss from random players. Purchase special chicken feed and a coffee from Kevin Browning. Complete a repeatable quest, kill a parrot, skunk, and sheep. So parrot and sheep, they're mostly in the classic world, whereas skunk is actually in Terracar Forest. So it'll be interesting to see if they go get that before going over. Salute someone with Captain and Privateer in their name. That's quite a good one that's been here quite a lot. Slayer, Flyer, Plant, and Worm. Obtain a piece of Twilight Cultist armor. So that is all the way down in Silithus. So we might see a path down there. Become knocked back and poisoned. Fall for 5 seconds and live. Stand in front of Bab at the lighthouse and hug. And far outside of an outhouse. I do actually think far outside of an outhouse is going to be what Jane goes for first, considering the Dark Moon Fairs is currently on. I do believe there's an outhouse at the Dark Moon Fair, which is just outside of Shatrath. So, yeah, very, very interesting board. Got 30 seconds left till we actually begin. And it'll be really interesting to see where these players actually go to begin with. So, let's load through. Make sure they've left the party. They haven't, so let's just uninvite both of them. Oh. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Right, so both players are mounting up. Let's see exactly where they go to begin with. So we've got Jen taking the right straight away, whereas Chaps is actually going straight. He looks like he's going for the flight path. Whilst you've got Jen actually taking the long way around here to, maybe he was juking. I think he was actually tricking Chapters there to make him not think where he was going to the actual place he's going to. Very interesting. Chapters at the moment, he's currently running out of Shatrath, but no, he's not. He's going to Kevin Browning. Good old Kevin Browning. So we've got Jen here who run past the BG vendors. Looks like also searching for Kevin Browning. So they're both currently doing the same thing. Chapters has, I think, picked up the coffee already. So now Chapters is now leaving onto the... he's doing the good old battleground teleport trick. That's very interesting. So he's currently signing up for all of the battlegrounds so that if these pop while he's out in the world, he can then instantly teleport back to Shatrath. So far, this is still allowed in the game. So that is a very interesting thing. We've got Jen here who's climbing onto his flying mount. He's going to pull for 5 seconds and live. Now, we have to make sure he's timing it. He is got his clock up. That's really good. Where is Chapters going? Chapters is actually going to Nagrand. I think Chapters is going Nagrand. Let's see Jen do this. So 1, 4, 5. Yes, he's done that easily. Okay, perfect. So Jen's actually on the board now straight away. He's marked one already. Chapters will sort of be wondering where he went, because when Jen started, he went to the right. He didn't go left. He didn't go straight. He went to the right, and it almost probably threw Chapters off a little bit, I imagine, if Chapters was watching, of course. Chapters looks like he may be going for the Coronai rep. What else have we got out here? Coronai rep. You've got. Let's try and have a look at it. You haven't got any stealthed animals, I don't think. You have got poison, maybe, and get knocked back. Maybe he's going for knockback and poison. Very, very interesting. And I'm surprised Jen hasn't actually. Oh, there's the skunk for Jen. So that is getting ticked off straight away. I'm surprised. I'd be very surprised if Jen doesn't go for far outside of an outhouse, bottom right. Because if he doesn't, he will be missing a trick there, because he is literally right next to one of the outhouses. And it doesn't look like he's currently going for that. Instead, he looks like he's pathing towards. And I could be wrong. The horde camp. Maybe he's going to see if there's any horde out here, because that is 2 in 1, I guess. So if he can kill a horde member out in their camp, then that would be 2 for 1 potentially as a square. So definitely could be trying to do that at the moment. What else have we got here? Complete repeatable quest. I don't know. Towers aren't up, so he's not going for that. These warp stalkers are not invisible, not stealth. These warp stalkers are invisible. He is looking at nearby people here. I wonder if he's looking for nearby horde members. That's very interesting. I didn't even know that add-on existed. And Chaps is actually going to miss. I think he's going to miss this timer here for Warsong Gulch. He'll be absolutely kicking himself with that. There you go. It disappears, and he's literally going to get the rep afterwards, which is why it's actually allowed in the game at the moment, because there's a little bit of RNG to it, and I like that. So now he has had the BG pop. He's missed that queue, and he's now in a position where he now has to potentially run back to Shatraf or fly back to Shatraf. So if I was Chapters right now, because you're in the ground, I'd actually probably go over to the Talbucks and get knocked back, because that is a very easy one that you can do in the ground. Poison, you can, I think, go to the water creatures. There's some water creatures north of or around Halar at the bottom, and I think they poison you, but I could be wrong. So he could literally get that 1 square in the ground. However, it is quite a long walk, so maybe he just doesn't want to do that right now. So I wonder if Jen knows about a stealthed animal that I don't know about, because at the or is he going for a core hound? Is there a core hound? Yes, pat a core hound and then kill it. That could be something that he's actually pathing towards at this moment in time. He didn't go for the outhouse. I'm very surprised. Chapters looking at where to path. Let's see where he actually ends up going here. I'm not going to bring him in because it's right at the beginning of the game. I want him to have a look at the board and actually think about it. So I'm not going to bring him in. But it did look like he was on his way over to Hellfire. So maybe he's going to go for the Flyer, the Worm, and a plant. For the plant, he would have to kill a tree in Terracar, or he'd have to go to potentially Netherstorm and kill the ones in the domes. Or he would have to go and maybe find something classic WoW. But I mean, he could always get that started though, so that's definitely interesting. Let me just message him and see if he's actually thinking. Because obviously, if he is thinking, I don't really want to drag him in. Are you thinking? On mute, not off mute. Yeah, when you first start out in this game, obviously, I actually played an exhibition match against Warriors, played absolutely terribly. And it's one of them where when you're in the game itself, it's very overwhelming. You've got so many things to think about, so many moving parts. He's now in Eye of the Storm. Give a He's whispered me. Give me a lucky hug and love, guys. So actually, he's talked to me about this. Okay, so he's going for a receiver buff, hug, and a kiss from random players right now. He could also kill a horde and sit on them. He can't get done the kill a horde in their own town or city though, because even though if they have the base captured, it doesn't count as their town or city. So he would literally have to find a different one. He is not having any luck with this, which is funny because in testing, because Chapters has tested this, it's worked every time. However, right now, when he needs it to work, it currently is not working. That's hilarious. Right, let's have a look and see what's going on here with Jen. So Jen has found a core hound. He has pat it, and now he's going to kill it. So this is going to be another square for Jen. This is going to tell Chapters, if he's paying attention, where Jen is mostly, because most of the core hounds are in, obviously, Shadow Moon Valley. They're not. You can also kill the one in Molten Core, but you would know he's not over there anytime soon. So there you go. It's 2 for 2. He's got 4 for 5 seconds to live, and pat a core hound and kill it for Jen. And Chap's actually unticked that other one, so he hasn't done that one yet. He got a rude gesture, not a love, so he had to untick it. He's seeming so desperate right now. If you're in the BG, though, I think you definitely kill a horde and sit on them, because that is something that you can easily get done. So hopefully he sees that square. Looking at Jen, he's going for the keys, I do believe. This is very clever. There you go. He got a key. So he's looted a new key, and now he's looted a chest. Very, very good, Jen. I've never seen anyone complete that yet. So well played, mate. So let's see. Chapters will be looking at this board right now. He'll know that Jen has ticked off 3. He has ticked off 2. He'll be panicking a little bit at this moment in time, definitely. I think you naturally do. I mean, as I was playing, I was watching Warriors tick everything off. It's quite demotivating to see. However, it is still close, 3-2. So, I don't think he's going to be too demotivated at this time. It looks like he went over towards the Blasted Lands. No, sorry. Hellfire. Why? He's going to Shatter Point, which is just outside the Dark Portal, I do believe. Is he going for complete a repeatable quest? Because you can go to the repeatable quest where you drop bombs on the demons, and maybe that's what he's doing. 10 minutes have gone past. 15 minutes actually remain. Let me announce that. Okay. Jen just grabbing a flight path on his way. That's brilliant. So now he's flying. Where's Jen actually off to? Jen is going back to Shatraf. Okay, let's see if Jen is thinking or if he can actually have a chat. Are you thinking or can you have a chat? Let's have a look. Can chat. Brilliant. Love Jen. Okay, so.
What's up?
Hey, Jen, how's it going?
Good, chilling.
Chilling, yeah. I mean, currently, two for two. No, 3 for 2. Apologies. Sorry, I did say that in the stream. Really. Yeah, so 3 for 2 at the moment. Tell me what's going through your mind. Like, what's your plan at this moment in time for you?
I think I'm gonna route to Easter Kingdoms for now. Because there's not that much funny things to do here.
Okay, so you're thinking about dipping from Outland at this moment in time then?
Yeah, gonna go to Stormwind. Take the outhouse. Get the chicken feed. Complete repeatable quest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kill a sheep while I'm doing that also. Then I only need the parrot, which I'll try to get later.
Okay. Yeah. So you got a bit of a plan. Not going for bingo. Definitely
Oh,
going for majority.
yeah.
And mhm.
Before I do those things, I'm gonna go kill a boss in stockade.
Yes, that
I
is a
got some
very easy
fast
one.
slot.
Mm.
Yeah. It
And
just depends where the orc spawns because he has multiple spawn points.
yeah, I know which one you're on about. Yeah, well, hopefully he spawns somewhere quite nice for you, mate. Just tell me, like, what do you think Chapters is currently up to? If you were to point out what you think he's currently doing, where you think he currently is, give me like an overview.
Ah, well, he took the Kurenai. After that, he started getting buff, hug, and kiss. Maybe he went to the chat and is probably now. There's a lot of things on Kalimdor, so probably he could go for a Kalimdor angle.
Okay, so you think he's currently in Candor doing something over there?
Well, that is one thing, but also I saw him next to Kevin, so he might also go for the chicken feed
Hmm.
and then get that one. So there's a lot of avenues.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll, because when you go to Kalimdor, you can get a kill a horde easily and sit on them.
Yep.
Then you can also go to Crossroads and kill a horde in their own city or town.
Hmm.
But that depends if they are PvP enabled.
Yeah, because they have to be, otherwise they're yellow. Otherwise you can't hit them. So yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
love that square. I think that square is quite an interesting one, especially as a center square. I didn't even choose that, so I'm really happy about that. But no, honestly, at the moment, currently 3-2. Keep it up, mate. You're doing really, really well. I know you've only got a minute left. Yeah, can't wait to see. Can't wait to see what you're doing. I'll let you go for this minute so you can actually proper plan things out. But yeah, good luck, mate.
Just
Bye. Just check, make sure he's muted. Oh, he will be. No, Jen. Yeah, he definitely is. Good. Okay, fantastic. So, Jen's got a plan. Obviously, part of his plan was to complete a repeatable quest. Obviously, he's going to get beat on that. With Chapters currently doing this repeatable quest over in Hellfire, dropping bombs at the Abyssal Shelf. So, but he does need to complete it, and he has completed it. To be fair, so yeah, so he's done with that now. I didn't even think of this repeatable quest actually when I was making this event, but this is quite a good one to do because you can literally fly there on the flight path and then do the quest, and then you're right next to the Dark Portal as well, which could be quite handy for some of the squares over in Blasted Lands. Unfortunately, there aren't many. It'll be interesting to see where Chapters actually goes after this because I feel like he needs to get out of Outland, and he's not exactly close to. Well, he could go through the portal, like I said, at the Dark Portal, but he's then so far away from everything else. Although, is he? Because I mean, you could then go to Booty Bay, and you might beat Jen to the Barrens, but then you've given up so much in Elwyn Forest. So, yeah, that is definitely a difficult one. There you go. It's 3-3. Ticks off repeatable quests. So that one's done. Jen has gone to Stormwind. He's currently running, probably to Stockades, as he mentioned. He goes this way. Is this way faster than the other way? I always go the other way. Huh.
I'm ready to chat.
Yo, Warriors, how you doing, mate?
Never been better.
So we've currently got 3-3 on the board at the moment. Currently 15 minutes into the game. Yeah, really close game actually. It's been quite exciting. Jen has given up Outland now because there isn't really much more to do there, and he's currently in Stockades as he's trying to find this boss to tick off that square. Give me your thoughts on the board initially. Let's start with that.
Wow, what a board. Oh my goodness. Actually, one of the crazier boards.
Yeah, definitely. Especially that center square,
Uh,
right?
yeah, that's that's growing to be one of my favorites. Um, but yeah, this board is very in depth. Instead of having a lot of easier tasks, this board actually forces you to make three balanced choices between Outlands, Eastern Kingdoms, and Kalimdor. Hold on 1 second, I need to
Sure.
close the door.
No worries.
There we are, a bit of production hiccups, no problem. But yeah, I really like this board. I think this is one of the more advanced and difficult to approach boards we've seen so far ever, actually, in this competition. So it's
Quarterfinals.
gonna be, yeah, this is. I'd say that this is gonna be a very interesting match here. So Chatter's just he's highlighting that he took some damage. I believe he's highlighting getting poisoned, perhaps.
He mentioned this, and I said poison debuff or venom is what I meant. So yeah, so we've already gone over this. So I hope that he doesn't see this as him getting poisoned, because it does not see this as him getting poisoned. He did ask me this question today, actually. But he could also be doing, well, no, he definitely is doing Slayer, Flyer, Plant, or Worm. There's no real plants over this section from memory, though, so he would have to get that plant somewhere else, either in Terracar or, I mean, you've got Netherstorm, but he's not going over there, is he? So
Quick question: did both of them buy the
yes.
coffee from Kevin? Yes. Okay, so that gives me an idea of what Jenariz is going for. I'm assuming Jenariz has also ticked off a skunk.
Yes,
because
he
he's
also
now
has.
finding a sheep.
Yeah, that's right. I was very surprised by Jen's Parfit, actually, because he was in Terracar Forest and he mustn't know about the Dark Moon Fair outhouse like you do. So I was a little bit like, Jen, go get the outhouse from the Dark Moon Fair.
He's very much aware, but Dark Moon Fair is gone now.
Oh, is it gone now?
From my understanding, yeah. The cannon isn't there either.
Oh, okay, that's why then. Sorry, that's completely on me then. That's me being a noob. Okay.
Yeah, but speaking of outhouses, he's now going to find one in one of these farms. He's gonna realize that this is not the one he's looking for, so he's gonna go to the other farm. And he's not contested here. Hellfire doesn't really have too many outhouses. Maybe the two dwarves might have one there, but yep, Jenariz is gonna put himself in 1 point lead with this one, while Mistreated just marked off that he got knocked back and poisoned.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. Did he get poisoned from the worm, or did he actually get the debuff? Let me just message him.
I'm not sure. Also, after you have done messaging, I want to talk to you about the plants in the flyer plants part, but I'll let you do the messaging first. Let me know when you're ready.
Let me just confirm this with chapters, because I know we did speak about this earlier on today, so I just wanted to make sure he's not misunderstanding. I hope he got the poison debuff, which he could have done. I'm not sure. Just poison damage. Yeah, need the debuff from me. Yeah, I hope he doesn't take offense to that. Doing really well. Keep it up. Hopefully he doesn't take offense to that. I don't mean it in a horrible way. Right, okay, cool. So he's unticked that now. But that does actually give Jen a bit of an idea that he has actually been knocked back or poisoned. He doesn't know, obviously, which one he hasn't done. It could also be a misclick. There you go, purchase special chicken feed marked off for Jen as well. So Jen has got a 6-3 lead right now.
Yeah, and as he's looking at the map, he's looking to route towards Stranglethorn Vale, but we'll see if he has any other plans for the parrot outside of Dead Mines. I'm not actually too sure what the parrot options in Stranglethorn Vale are. They seem to be kind of here and there, but seems like he has a plan here, and we'll see what he decides to do for the parrot. He might even chain it with some Angoro stuff with the crystals, but he might also have a Stranglethorn Vale plan with these parrots. We'll see. I'm not too sure. But
there are parrots in
obviously, both. Yeah, I remember some being in STV, like maybe the pirate ships all the way to the south.
I think southeast, if I remember right. But then again, you know way more than, as we discovered a few days ago, you know a lot more than myself at this game, even though I am the host. So, just because you're hosting it doesn't mean you know all the answers. That's definitely for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna see here. 13 seconds until Jenariz lands. and really interesting pathing choices, or not choices, but instead options here for Jenariz as well, because he's in Stranglethorn, the capital of the world in PvP.
Yep.
So he could get the horde kill.
That's true.
He could get the kill horde in their own city.
Yeah.
He could then move on to Ratchet, start doing those beaten corpse Baron Longshore. I wouldn't necessarily go for Shredder Gerenzo myself, but before we even go there, I'm getting ahead of myself because there's also a stealthed animal in Stranglethorn.
Yes, there's
the option.
There's the cat.
There's the option to go Dustwallow Marsh, but you can also do Captain and Privateer, I believe, in Booty Bay. I think I heard someone say that. But if not there, then
yes, you
lastly
can.
at Dustwallow, yeah? So another point, Bap and the Lighthouse in Dustwallow, there's just so many like possible chains here that I see Jenariz approaching. So
I think
it's going to be a very much of an uphill battle here for Mistreat and looking at the different positions of the players.
I think so as well, and I think what Chapters is actually going for here is he's actually going for Become Poisoned, tick that, threaten column 2, go and then head over to Barons. Unfortunately for him, he's currently getting beat on Barons, and if Jen gets to Barons and realizes that that's what he's doing, if he gets poisoned here, then it's going to be very, very difficult for him to get that bingo, because he's then going to be in a position where he's stuck in the middle of nowhere. There you go, Killer State of Dynamo as well for Jen. It's now 7-3. This is a plant. Yes, this does count. Yes.
Okay, yeah, good. Because regarding the plants, I
and a flyer.
remember you had some doubts about what counts as a plant, what doesn't. So it's nice to see that these ancient tree walkers do count as plants.
Yeah,
because
I think
otherwise it would be very tricky to get down to like Angora for some flashers.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't be fun.
What I was thinking was, when I was making that, is actually Netherstorm, in the domes and such things. So I've actually created a new event for that now, which we haven't seen yet. So maybe we'll see it during these 2 games, maybe 3 games. So yeah, but I don't know. I feel like I feel like he also made a massive mistake. He went to a BG. When you're in a BG, you could have killed a horde and sat on them. This is a square that he could have got quite easily. But again, when you're in that moment, whereas we both know, your mind just doesn't work. Has Jen streamed?
DC?
I was going to say, is he stream? Do I need to pause? I'm not going to pause it yet because I don't know if he's DC, because he still says he's...
Just throw him a whisper, I guess.
I've just messaged him now. Hopefully I get a reply quite quickly, otherwise I am going to have to throw out a pause. There you go, he's got poisoned. That counts as poison. He's now going to tick that off on the board. Let me just message him. Counts. Has he DC'd or have I DC'd? No, I've definitely
DC'd,
not.
I think.
Okay, so let me just tell Chapters to pause, but I don't want to tell him to pause if he hasn't DC'd. Both pause. I'll just put it in guild. Therefore, stop. So if Jen is online, hopefully he sees that and stops himself. I'm waiting for Chapters to stop before I stop the time. He should see it, right? Chaps, come on.
He's still logged in to the map.
Pause, please. Vice sneaks in. I'm mute. Don't listen to anyone else but me if you're playing. Come on, chaps, mate. Come on. Dude. Stop. Okay,
now
yes.
It's not the Jenariz who does it, but I Superfy. So that kind of, they live in the same house though. So that might be both of them DCing or having like a outage there or something.
Right. Okay. Do we know who this sneak is, by the way?
No.
Okay. Right. So Jen has actually gone off Discord now. I'm going to ask Chapters to unmute, but I'm going to ask him to... Let's not talk about the game during this. I have paused the time. We have...
I can ask Chapters to go on flight mount maybe when he unmutes, so he doesn't die on the ground.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Let's see if he unmutes.
But yeah, both of them disconnecting like that just means that the internet's out in their house.
That's okay. We like it to be completely fair, so we asked the other person to pause. I just wasn't... The thing is, it took so long to to go offline. I was like, is he not? And then like, you know,
Yeah.
I've just messaged him to unmute. Let's see if he does. He still isn't unmuting. What we'll do is we'll pause the recording.
Quick BRB while we wait.
Yeah, I'll pause the recording and we'll resume it when we're all back.
Yeah, let me just check that. Yeah, now I have reconnected to the
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Bingo
So
Balls.
good. So you mute when you're ready, and then that's when I'll do the countdown. Okay, cool. He's muted on Discord. So what we'll do is go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. When they see the words go, they are going to then continue. Sorry for the disruption. So 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and resume the timer, and they can now carry on. Okay, brilliant. So we're back. Hello, Warriors. Hello. So, bit of a disruption there for Jen. You were right. He did DC, but I don't think it's really caused too much of an issue. They're both now back on their way. So, 7 to 5. What does Chapters have to do to get this game back? Other than score bingo or get majority squares.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's really hard for him. Like, you would have to read the enemy's mind and see where he is to know that you're probably not gonna lose probably not gonna win on points. I mean, there's two freebies that would put pressure on the opponent, on both of them killing a horde in their own city and just killing a horde and sit on them. But at the same time,
That's what
I
Jen's
think
looking
a
for.
really, really valuable square right now would be column 2, row 1, because you would not only block Jenariz's bingo options, but it would also create immense pressure while being next to Beaten Corpse and Baron Longshores, since you're in Stone Talon Mountain, right? So it's gonna be interesting.
Jen missed a trick there. What Jen could have done is he could have dotted the horde, let the horde run into the camp, and then when he was in the camp, then finish him off.
Yeah, but they was more concerned about the sitting. But here, he's gonna go for it now. Oh, that's a one-shot, baby!
But he's done it!
2 points on the board, and now
no!
look, he might look at the Zeppelins. He might look at the Zeppelins here to make his way to
the Barons.
Yeah, I would have personally maybe he still has unfinished business here. Yeah, he definitely does. He wants to get to Bodhi Bay here. So that definitely tells me that he has some plans going on. But we see Chapters actually. Oh, there's some new PvP, but he actually has rest
he's got rest
sickness.
He can't do anything.
We see Chapters actually eyeing the kill here. He actually sees the column 2 bingo line.
I think that's his only option at this point.
Yeah, so he's gonna take the flight path to Ratchet here, 100%. Oh, he's starting from Stone Talon, so he's going. No, that's. I think. Yeah, he still loses time because he's not going through Ashenvale.
Exactly.
But I think, like I was talking about column 2 with the Shredder and Garenso, it's
let's bring him in.
That blocks.
Yeah. When you're finished, go on, carry on.
Yeah, it's the one that blocks the bingo from Jenariz and puts immense pressure, forcing Jenariz to go for that beaten corpse, unless Jenariz has a crazy pathing route that allows him to get 4 points and win by majority before Chapters has the opportunity to form a bingo line here.
But I think the first thing that Jen does is go for the Kip Crier beaten corpse and kill Baron Longshore. I mean, it's just off the shore of Ratchet, and that's pretty much probably where he's going right now, unless he actually goes for the parrot first. If he goes for the parrot first, that could really hold him back. But let's bring Chapters in and see what he has to say.
Yep.
This is really interesting. All right, he's currently planning. Stay off mute. Stay on mute. Sorry. So I've asked him to stay on mute because obviously we're now going to talk about the game again. He's currently planning. I find that quite strange because in my mind he only has one plan. that will work
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
And if he doesn't go for that one
definitely.
player, I don't think he's going to win. So for me, he needs to definitely, like you said, he should have flown to Ashenvale and then gone through the cave. I love that square because not many people realize that. And if someone ever gets sniped on it, like when we were playing our little exhibition, like 3-4 match messing about, I feel like I would have probably beaten you to that square if I had actually realized going through Ashenvale was a lot faster. So maybe over time, as it gets closer to the finals, people will start adjusting to that if this square pops up more.
Yeah, definitely. We just saw Jenariz take out Captain and Privateer. So this gives chapters information that this most likely happened in Strangathorn Vale because of the killing of the hordes, the
Or
stealthy
Theramore.
animals. And
There's two there.
but yeah, I know, but
Oh,
that's what
but
I'm
the
saying is most
stealth.
likely Booty Bay because of the history of the
Yes.
islands. So that should give chapter some information if he's able. He should have time to put these things, these clues together here while he's flying.
I have to admit,
So
I think both players are playing really well right now. Like,
yeah,
is Jen going to get knocked off here? Does he realize? Oh,
no.
I didn't move. Okay, good. If you move there like I did, because I panic, you actually get knocked off. But anyway, sorry, carry on.
yeah. It's gonna be interesting. So Jenariz will 100% have prio on the beaten corpse and Baron Longshore. If he locks that down,
Game over.
instead of greeding for row one, he must understand that he's winning by points. There's no reason to like go for row one bingo, chokehold. But even if he goes and sees that it gets highlighted, he will always be closer to Baron here. So
That's true. So it should be game at this point.
Yeah, I can't see a way where chapters comes back from this now. Actually, now that we see the board, unless Jenariz makes a massive mistake of tunnel visioning for some old routes, like maybe going off route, finding some stuff here and there, you know.
Currently, Jen getting bothered by a rogue in chat asking him not to kill the level 39. He's currently getting sapped. I'm going to ask him to mind control him off. MC off.
Hello, my goodness.
Will Jen do it?
Got
He's got
mommy
red
the
sickness.
underdog. Oh my god! Oh my goodness! He might deserve this.
Oh no! Wait, did Jen pick on him before I whispered him, or did he only pick on him because I whispered
No,
him?
he's picked. This rogue is picking on him, so.
Oh really? Oh okay.
Yeah, he's opening.
Mind control. Here we go.
See ya, man.
Oh no, but he's CC'd, no? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
here we go.
there
Bye.
We go. There we go.
Love that.
Learn your place, God, mommy. That's probably more of a better fate for him. Okay, now.
The dying.
Moment of truth here.
Yeah.
Moment of truth here. What is going to be Jenariz?
If he
route?
flies,
He's looking at Brewmaster Drohun, which means that he's looking to get more points here. So he might go around
There.
Beselet and Brewmaster Drohun and Kodobane. But now definitely Baron Longshore is the play here.
Yeah, he's going there.
He's going to take this one by arguably.
oh no, chaps, mate. I feel like he's made a few mistakes this game and it's really cost him. I think the biggest thing for chapters to maybe learn from this is, again, it's easy when you're sat here talking about it, but when you're playing, oh my god, it's so difficult. So, but when I'm sat here, obviously I am going to try and give constructive feedback from what I would do differently. And the biggest thing that I'd do differently is when you're inside the BG, you've got loads of horde there. You can kill them, you can sit on them. It's very easy, square, done. At the end of the day, he was in there until the countdown hit 0 anyway, so why not just do that square? The other thing that I feel like he's currently missed is staying in Outland way too long when there's the majority of squares that are easily completed in Azeroth. But not only is it in Azeroth, it's in Kalimdor. It's not. Oh, we need to pause here. 2 seconds. Okay, so Jen has stopped immediately. I am going to pause the game. Stop. Pause to chapters. He will see it.
Continue with.
Okay, no, he's seen it, and Jen ran a little bit afterwards anyway, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Now they both should resume.
Beautiful.
Brilliant. Jen is currently looking to layer on a different layer because Baron has been killed. What is the square? It is kill. No, it
He
isn't.
needs to find a live Baron.
Yes.
Kill Baron Longshore, so he needs to find it alive.
All
But
the
it's one
meanwhile.
of those faster spawning mobs as well. But even though we know that Jenariz shouldn't be under pressure here, he feels the pressure. He now finds a Baron Longshore, so that's pressure off his shoulders. But
Yep.
being in that position where you think every second counts, which it most likely does in most situations,
It really does.
those seconds can turn into minutes waiting for mob spawns. It gets silly.
I think you're probably the favorite of this game out of the whole tournament. What would you do right now if you were in Chapters? Obviously, you've never been in Chapters position before, but I mean, if you were to put yourself in Chapters position, what would you do? Maybe for next game, or maybe for the rest of this game.
So if you see that you are falling in behind routing, if you suspect that the enemy is more optimal with routing, which seems to be the case in this game, even though chapters had a 3-ish minute delay hiccup with the poison. His route didn't actually change; it was just AFKing at the worms a bit longer. But yeah, this game, Jenariz, I wasn't here at the beginning, but I can see just from the score that Jenariz seems to have better routing. And going forward for next game, if I was in Chapter's shoes, I would actually pivot my plan from fighting fire with fire and instead bringing out the water gun and going for those kill bingo lines. And by kill bingo lines, I mean some bingo lines that have approximately 3-ish easy tasks, but tasks that are not something that people would go for immediately. So if you see a Kalimdor bingo line, for example, you put immense pressure on your opponent while you have opportunities to bingo. Or you can even play the mind games where you push 3 lines and get the opposition to go for random ass lines in Kalimdor, but you just feint it. You feint going for bingos, and then you start getting the more optimal routing in. So there's a lot of depth to it, but I would definitely just keep it simple, probably just play the bingos. Play for niche bingos that are not going to get contested off the rip. So don't go for Hogger and Stockades thingies.
Yeah.
Go for kill Loktar, Orcbane, kill Kerenzo, Whistle,
There's a Shredder.
that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Has he killed a Shredder? No.
Yeah, now he has.
So I actually agree. I think by creating false bingo lines and then doing other stuff afterwards, putting your opponent on the back foot, making them do things that they don't want to do, is a hell of a plan. And I really love doing that. What Chapters has now seen on the board probably is that Jen has actually ticked off Cry at the Beaten Corpse and Kill Baron Longshore, which now puts him in a position where I think he knows this game is done, right? So I feel like
he doesn't know how to get to Geren, so he's looking at the route. He doesn't know. He's looking at the spawn. He's figuring it out. I think now he understands.
I hope so. He knew where it was.
Yeah, he's googling the position, but he doesn't know how to get to the ledge there. It's around the mountains. If for the newer players, probably iSuperfy here. If you go forward and then take a left, there's actually a mountain path that is kind of hidden. So this is kind of a rite of passage for every new Horde player who is doing this quest for the first time, figuring out how the hell do I get up there.
This is really interesting. I wasn't actually. Oh, I forfeit. Okay, well, GG first round. Amazing first round, I think.
Yeah, very high octane gaming here.
Hello.
Hi, Chapters, mate. Hello, Jen. GG, Jen. By the way, first round to you. I'm gonna go to Chapters straight away though, if you don't mind. So, Chapters, mate. I feel like you had a plan.
Yeah.
It was good. You did very, very well. At one stage, it was 3-3. Then it was 4-3. Then it was like 4-4. You were keeping up. You were both at the insane pace from both of you. Honestly, we only just went over the halfway mark, and you've almost ticked every single square on the board. So it really goes to show the caliber of the two players currently playing, because that rarely ever happens. So
Very
first
much
of all, amazing gameplay from both of you, to be honest. Unfortunately, chapters, you slipped up on this one. You did let it fall away from you a little bit. Tell me, like, don't obviously tell me your tactics, your plans, or anything like that, but tell me, like, what's going through your mind. Do you have a different sort of strategy for next game? What do you think you're going to do differently to bring this one back? But don't tell me what you're going to do at the same time.
I don't know. I just couldn't. It was a hard board for us. I just couldn't get a route going.
We said that. Not that you couldn't get a route going, that it was a hard board.
Yeah. I said as soon as I went for that last square, if something goes wrong, I'll just GG. It's pointless dragging it out. And as you could see, that was it. But yeah, good game, Jen.
Okay.
I think
That was really a hard board.
Yeah, very much so. I think this board was the most dynamic and in-depth board. We actually talked about this exact same thing, where instead of having a lot of freebies and avenues of building your route, this board kind of splits evenly amongst Outlands, Kalimdor, and Eastern Kingdoms.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, I think it would like almost completely even. So routing this one had to be one of the hardest boards so far in the competition. So
100%.
I'm amazed that not only was it was the hardest board, but it was still filled out this fast. Imagine if this was only like kill hoggers and whatnot. So very impressive, very impressive stuff.
I really feel like both of you played really well. Obviously, Jen, coming on to you now. Congratulations, mate. You're currently 1 point up, closer to that semi-final. Don't refresh the bingo board yet, because I'm probably going to change this one. But yeah, I feel like both of you played really, really well. Jen, how do you feel after that game one?
Yeah, I think it went very well for me. Like, after the start on Outland took some time, but I could nab some quick ones together. And then when I got to the Eastern Kingdoms, I finally solidified my plan of what I could do. Of course, I did a little bit of changings, like you could see when I went for the kills, the horde kills, that I wasn't planning on that at start, but then I noticed, well, I could go for it, and that paid off for me. Great.
Yeah, I think the location that you went to as well was actually I didn't even think of that location when I was making that square, but I really feel like the location that you went to was probably one of the best locations you could do, considering the path in. So yeah, it'd be interesting when you watch this one back, chapters, just to see like where both of you were at certain points. It was really, really interesting to watch. So thank you both, obviously, for playing game one. I'm going to stop the recording now. But is there anything else anyone wants to say quickly before I do that? Nope. Okay, cool. Stop the recording.